Today, in a new TouchDesigner tutorial, we're going to create a transparent material. So for this tutorial, it's important we're going to use the last version of TouchDesigner, it's the 2023. Why? Because I want to use the new Bloom top, and yeah, it's cool to know what things is new in TouchDesigner. So I'm going to show you a few things, but yeah, important to use this one to see the difference. It's different to the Bloom from the palette. So yeah. So we're going to start with a sphere. Okay, our sphere, and we need to set up this to 90 and 90. Sorry, 90, and enable that. Sorry, 90. That. Then, just in case, we need a transform, and then we need a geometry. We need a camera, a light, a render here. And then we need a transform, because we need to enable the color there, a null, and the null will be the name auto1. So we can see this. I'm going to back, and I'm going to change the resolution, will be 1280. So go inside, and the render we change the resolution will be me.parent overview, copy, enter, paste here, and change to that. So we have our sphere. So the cool about this technique is we're just using materials. You can use the foam material, but I prefer, for more quality and control of the texture, I prefer use PBR. So for that, when we connect, we don't see nothing. So we need environment light, we need a noise, and we need a 5 here, and we connect this to here. So we have that. Okay, for the PBR, we need to just do things. We need the alpha map, that is black and white, and color. So for that, we're going to use a noise. We need a resolution. In this case, we're going to use the maximum for the free version, that 32 RGBA. And we need more of this, not too much of that, more contrast that, because I want to create that this mask. And then we create a null, will be mask. And we connect this to our alpha map, connect. So what happened here, you can see the black is still black, it's not in alpha. So it's because if we go to the noise, we need to go out. The alpha is 1. No, we need noise. So with that, and we go here to command. So I'm going to return. Okay. So you can see the different my stick. So okay, we return everything to the normal was 1. I'm going to command enable alpha, and we can see that, and we need to put that noise so everything is right. Okay, so that is cool, and we need to create a ramp, and then a null, and that will be color, and we connect that to the map, color, and obviously we can change that whatever we want. I'm going to do something simple, maybe that, yeah, and we're going to mirror. We can move this, we'll put more of this. Cool. We can jump to the noise, go to 4D, and animate this. ABS time, that seconds multiplies to that 2. So yeah, we have that, and you can see it's alpha, transparent. Cool. So we have that. We can select here a level We can add bright gamma if you want, or contrast, depending on what you liked. So for add more complexity to this, I'm going to copy all of this, paste, move this here, and I'm going to copy the PBR. I'm going to delete all these textures. I'm going to connect to this geometry. And the idea is to add a sphere inside of this. So this go to change the scale. But when we go to a small, it's like, what happened? It's inside, but we don't see anything. It's because the sphere PBR we need to control of this. And when we enable this, it's like we need to explain how the alpha is going to show and works about the pixels. So it's important to enable this to see through all of this. So I'm going to change the scale, maybe like that. And the cool thing is we can maybe enable the roughness, make me do it metal if you want, maybe not too much, maybe something like that. And we can add here a noise, just simple noise. And I'm going to change the period, not too much, change a little bit. That's not too big. And I'm going to change this more faster. Cool. So we have the structure. I'm going to move the camera. Cool. So we have that. So yeah, the cool thing about the noise, we can change the period and see what happened. I prefer 1. Yeah. So we have that. And I'm going to create we're going to use or add color in the background, because black, I don't like it too much. And just in case in render, be careful. I'll try to use 32, not 32, sorry. Yes, 8 bits, because weird things happen here. So be careful with that. So 8 bits is okay. So for add color to all of this, is you have a few techniques, but for me, I'm going to create here. Why? Because I can create the color, the background from here, but I prefer the background being not too bright. So I prefer start from here. I'm going to create a feedback, blur, level, and I'm going to connect everything here. I'm going to show you. Composite, and join here. So I'm going to show you what's going on. The feedback needs to this, and we need to maybe override up everything. Let me check if everything is okay. Over, and we're not going to go to the blur to the maximum. So we have that. So if I connect this to here, you can see everything is the same color. This, right, it's the same. So I don't want that. I want to continue, just go to separate. The background is one thing and the object is here. So we can move this to here just for have the same order. This is the background, and now we can put together, because if this is bright, this is not too much. So I can go to composite, connect, and go to maybe over. I always confuse with over or overlay. Okay, nice. So yeah, so we have this element, and now to the background, I'm going to change. I think this is okay. To the background, we can add a level. With the level, we can change the brightness. The cool thing is just for the background. It's not for the element. So right now, if we change the gamma, the object is more important than the background. And we can add, and again, a blur for more. Yeah, cool. So we have that. And obviously, we can continue working with this, with the object, like more bright, more contrast. Yeah. But I saw there is new component operator in the designer. You have a few, and we have this bloom. I'm going to show you the difference from the match filter bloom, so you can see the difference. So you can see this is the bloom from the palette. But with this, it's like you have more complex glow. It's like moving around. It's like brightness with the white. This is like, what is this? So this is not too good. For me, I think I show you. I create my own thing that is like glow. So yeah, it's different. So you can see the 3D. The bloom, I don't like it. I did this too. So you can see it's too much. But for this, I think it's much better. You have control. It's like here's no bright, but there it's working with the light. I think for me, I love it. It's like, oh, beautiful. So yes, so we can apply this. Maybe at the beginning it will be too much, but we can control of this. We can change the intensity, maybe a little bit. We can play with this. You can see it's applying to the background. Yeah, sometimes it's like, what is this? Try to move and see. So it's like more everywhere, more in the center. So yeah, it's like a bit of a detail there. Okay, so we have that. And another thing that we can add will be an edge, because you can see the edge are not too good. It's for resolution, obviously. So for the free version, we can use this resolution. So how we can hide that? Maybe we can. So another thing that we can do is use an edge, and put more black level, so we don't have that detail inside. We need just the edge, and we enable this, and we have, maybe depends if you want, we can add that white line in the edge, or this is option one. I'm going to disable that. Or because we are playing with the light, we can create an edge here, do the same. We don't need details inside, so we move the base one, and then we go to a blur, and with the blur we connect here to a level. I'm going to move everything to here, and then we connect everything to a composite. And the idea is connect to a screen. So with the blur, it's like we try to create a little bit a light in the edge, like smooth of this, and we can control. This is a detail, control the opacity, and maybe we can create two of these. The problem with this is like we don't have too much control of this. Yeah, maybe something like that. So sometimes you can see the line, sometimes no. So it's like, okay, maybe I like it, maybe I don't know. So yeah, I prefer it. I like that. Okay, we have the bloom. I'm going to put the color for the bloom. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, and then we need to add a few details, more complex, that makes your visual more complex or professional or whatever you want to name that. And the first one will be create a how would you say, Luma blur. So for that, I'm going to create a ramp. And the ramp, we need just the resolution. It will be, yes, black and white, but it will be vertical. We're going to put white here and white here. So everything is white, is in focus. Everything is in black, is blur. So I'm going to put here a Luma blur. I'm going to connect. And always forget how to say this one. No, wait, the other one. Yeah. So you can see here's blur in the center. It's not. So obviously we need to check what is the better, something like that. Yeah, maybe that. We can put more area in focus. Maybe short area. Nice. And then we need to connect in a noise. We need just noise. A lot of points there for and we're going to animate ABS time, that's seconds, multiply 0.2, like, yeah. And then we need a level because we're going to add texture to our image, and we need to add a composite. And always I forget how this thing's overlay. I think it's overlay. And change the opacity. So cool. It's nice. Look pretty, all kind of stuff. But something is missing in this. What? And it's the shadow. Because yes, we have two objects. They are working together. But we miss that connection, the shadow, the reality, that thing. So we have all of this. So for the shadow, I'm going to connect this so you see it in a much better way. And again, be careful with this because the shadow depends on your computer, depends on your version in TouchDesigner. And why I think so is because you want to go to shadow, we have two options, hard, so you can see. We can see, yeah, much better things. And we have the shadow resolution. I'm going to change so you can see what's going on here. So if it's small, yeah, this is like kind of filter, so that is cool. But yeah, that is the maximum. So I'm going to change this, multiply by 2, multiply by 2, so you can see the shadow is much better. So I don't know. Maybe for the free version this doesn't work. So you need to check. But yeah, with a low resolution for the shadow, you have that. The hard version of the shadow is not too much expensive, but with the soft, it's expensive. So yeah, be careful. And again, if you don't know what do this. For example, this one. Can see it's more, you can change the softness of this. Maybe it's too much, but yeah, because we can see pixels there. You can see put the light of the size. This is like hard, or you can put more smooth. So yeah, you can see there it's smooth. So this depends. If you, I need to check. Maybe I'm going to put a text here if you can do it for the free version. But yeah, for the hard, not performance, you can use the hard. If you want to much better shadow, you can use soft. And yeah, you need to put all these two resolution. That is the reason that I didn't show before, because it depends of maybe the version. But I'm going to answer, and maybe I'm going to cut this, try it in a free version, and say to you works or not. But it's good to know what things that we can do. So yeah, you have that. This is smooth resolution, and happen the same for the texture. If you have maybe in my case, I can put high resolution. You can see these areas are smooth, And again, for the texture, oh, the texture, I forgot to change that, but yeah, you have much nice things. So you need to know about that, the difference about resolution when you're going to create something. So yeah, I'm going to enable this, and yeah, that is it. And I'm going to connect to all of the textures. So yeah, we have this more complex image. I'm going to go to zoom because I want big image. So yeah, we have this weird element, but if you can see that the materials is simple. It's you texture, just enable is an alpha, and we can create this two different elements, one inside and the other around, and we create this focus and grain to this element. And the cool thing about the bloom, so you can see the difference, like meh, but this is moving and worked with texture and give you that, I don't know, brightness and different. It's like the touch to see, like, oh, it looks nice. So yeah, you can continue maybe adding, if you want more contrast, you can add in saturation, this one, and go to saturation if you want. Yeah. Oh, this is too much. Or change with other color. What's too much for it? I'm going to, oh, black and white. Okay. So yeah, you can try and see. This is the fast way to understand combination. So it's like, oh, I like this, but I prefer my case. I think it's in here, go to 0. Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to put maybe a little bit of saturation. So yeah, I hope you like it. I'm going to, maybe in the video you're going to see if this is working high resolution or not. Maybe will appear for a moment in here. So I hope you like it. You can try it and see the new thing about TouchDesigner. And I need to show you maybe in the future about this NVIDIA Upscale. I think maybe this is going to work for not the free version, but the cool thing, they're using a model for it, and you can scale your visual. This is double. Ooh. And run in real time. The only thing that I can say is wow. So yeah, you have more options. Yeah, but this is new. You need to try the new thing in TouchDesigner 2023. And for me, the first thing, I love the bloom. So yeah. So I hope you like it. And if you have any question, just send me a message, YouTube, Patreon, Instagram, whatever. And see you in the next tutorial. Bye.